Hello, this is Ben with 3plains, and today we are going to go over how to edit a content block on your website, in your website portal. So log into your portal. This is how you're going to make basic edits on your website. So go into your portal, go to the website navigation, pages, okay, and you're going to select the page that corresponds to what you want to edit on your website. So I suggest having another tab open with your live website so you can bounce back and forth as you're making edits. A good way to do that is just pick any page, click on live, and that should open a tab with your live website. I'm going to shut this now. So say you want to make edits to the home page. You're going to go to the page. Find that this website has a lot of pages. Your website might not have this many pages. Find home page. Click on that page. I would suggest not making edits to the top part here of your website unless you get very advanced with using our content management system. There's not really any need for it. You're going to scroll down where you get to the content blocks section, and this is where you're going to edit the individual content blocks. You'll see, you might have just one content block, you might have many, you can add new ones, but we're just going to show you how to edit one today. So if we're looking at the live site, you can see the intro section. In this content, when you click into that content block, should correspond to the first content block on the website. As you see, it does. If you are looking for once in a lifetime, if you are looking for once in a lifetime. As you edit this, let's just take out the word if. Save it. Go back to the live site. We're going to refresh the page, and you see the if disappeared. Go back to the content block, the first one. Re-add in if. Save it. There you are. It's as simple as that. So when you're in an individual content block, I'm going to show you some things you can do. This is your editor. You can bold type. Just highlight it. Make it bold. You can make it italic. Some of this stuff I don't recommend really messing with too much. You can add bullets. You can add a link. As you see here, these are links to add. You just highlight it. So you wanted to make this a link. Click on link. Add the URL that you want it to go to. So that's the editor. Some other things you want to look at when you're editing your content block. You've got the button text here and the URL. We're going to go to a different page to show you that just because this one isn't live. So we're going to cancel out of this because we didn't make any changes. And let's look at flying fishing outposts. So, we want a different content block here. We're going to click on it, and you see here it's the second one down on the actual live page. You can see the headline. So here's your headline. You don't have to have a headline. You can just, you have to put something here because of the red icon here. But on the headline, you don't have to have something, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So we're going to delete that. You see right now we've got the headline for this content block, but I just deleted it, so when we refresh the page, it's not there anymore. So if you don't want to have that headline, you don't have to. I recommend it. I think it makes the page easier for the user to follow, but you don't have to. Okay, so we're going to go back into this content block, the button text. You see, read more on our fly-in outposts. Read more on our fly-in outposts. So this corresponds to the actual button that's going to show up on your website, and then this is the URL of where that's going to show up. Normally it's going to go to the contact page, but for this one in particular, you see it's going to the fly-in outpost page because it's talking about the fly-in outposts. And the way you get that link is just copy this, it's called the extension, after your domain or the URL. Copy that, paste it in here. Make sure you have these 2 slashes, one at the beginning, one at the end, and save it, and that will be a link. So if we go to our home page, got the button, click on it, it goes to that page, the fly-in outpost page. And you can, you know, as I said, a lot of times it'll go to the contact page. This one goes to the contact page. And that would be just a slash contact slash rather than Canada Fly-in Fishing. For photos, don't really worry about the image alt. These 2 things you don't need to worry about much. Changing a photo is important. You don't have to have a photo. If you don't want to have a photo, you just switch this to no photo, text only. If you do want to have a photo, the most common is going to be the right aligned, I think. But you can play around with the other ones. But say you have a right aligned photo, however you want to do it. To change the photo or to add a new photo, if this one didn't have a photo, it would say add photo, so you would just click on add photo. For here it would be change photo. To do that, I suggest adding the photo to your photo gallery first. Don't upload new photo through this section. I think it's much easier to just add it to your photo galleries. We've got other videos on how to do that. And then go ahead and once it's added to your photo galleries, you can choose your gallery. So say we're looking fly-in fishing photo gallery. And you'll have different photo galleries on your site set up how you want them. And then you just go in, pick the photo you want, click on it, and there it is. And it'll change it to that photo. Then you save, and that photo will show up on your photo gallery. I'm not going to save this because we don't want to change it, but it's as simple as that. So just to reiterate that, make sure you add the photo to your photo galleries prior to trying to add it here. And then you can just either add photo or change photo, and it'll be in your photo galleries. All right. One other thing that's very important is when you are adding content to these content blocks, if you're typing it in manually, don't worry, it's fine. You can type it in however you want. But if you are copying and pasting content in, make sure you paste it clean. Right here it says paste and clean. If you're using a Windows computer or a PC, you're going to use this as a shortcut. A Mac, you're going to use this as a shortcut. The reason for that is it has code behind it. If you pull it out of, say, a Word file or another website or something like that, and you don't want to pull in that code behind it, it'll screw up your code on your website and it gets bogged down and slow. And so just make sure you paste it clean. You also, another reason is you'll get inconsistent types of text, whether it be color or size or that type of thing. So that is very important. Make sure you paste clean when you're adding text if you're copying and pasting from somewhere. And I think that's about it for adding content. It's pretty simple. You can play around with it on your own site. Let us know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.